I want to thank Professor Doolittle for that and introduce our next speaker, Professor Jennings from the Divinity School. Professor Jennings is an associate professor in systematic theology and African studies. He teaches in the areas of Christian thought, race theory, and cultural studies, of which he's an successful author. He is also always excited about helping students think through various religious work and racial vision work in the world and the ways religious faith might challenge racial vision. Without further ado.
Good evening. Is anybody here? Good evening. Just trying to get my iPad working right here. Well, I am honored and thrilled to be here with you to talk a bit about my work and to share this wonderful opportunity with my colleagues. My work really revolves around two really big questions. The first question is about God. And that question is, if God exists, now what? Christian thought begins in the struggle to come to grips with that question. It begins with the reality of a God who is deeply involved in this messy and complicated world. This, of course, raises all kind of interesting and really difficult questions about God and this world. The second big question that my work revolves around is the question of race. And that question is this: if race is not real, if it's, as we like to say, just a social construction, then why is it so darn powerful? Why is it so godlike? The courses I teach live and breathe in the tight spaces between religion and race, between faith and cultural formations. And my goal is always to get students to take God seriously, especially for those who already believe in God. I want to confront them with that belief, with their faith, draw them into the complex anatomy of Christian faith so that they can decide if this is the body that they want to inhabit. And should they like what they see, and oftentimes they do, thank goodness, I want them to do something extraordinary with that faith. I want them to see it deeply embedded in the most pressing issues of life and to follow their faith into the depths of human life. But I also want students to take all people who believe in God seriously, not as problems or obstacles to be overcome, but in fact as answers, yes, answers to the problems that plague us now. Too many intellectuals don't take religious faith seriously, don't see religious faith as ways of life grounded in rigorous and coherent ways of thinking, which means that too many intellectuals don't understand this world, the political, social, economic, and moral worlds that we inhabit, because those worlds are formed in faith. You cannot understand your current president and vice president if you do not understand faith. Even with faith, you may not understand them, but you certainly won't understand how they write and think in the space between faith and race. We are living in the midst of struggles of faith. Faith that is both immersed in and poised against violence, poverty, greed, war, oppression, hatred. Faith that is at risk in this world, and yet faith that also offers much to this world. It is a struggle that many people of African descent understand so well, as they have been forced to come to grips with a racial world not of their own choosing or making, and then ask that question, that crucial question: what difference does God make to that world? Should you ever wish to explore this question, you can do so in my classes. I would love to see you. Thank you.